a very rough draft of your paper. All you have to do is get rid of, you can copy all the parts that you've typed in there into a paper, and then you'll see that it's a draft. But no, they don't want us to handwrite it. And I have somebody who would much rather handwrite everything. I get that. But stop being lazy. Okay. So, I think I've actually graded 30 of my character analysis. I'm impressed. Which means I graded 15 since Tuesday. And they're taking on an average about 30 minutes apiece to grade, at least, yeah. So when you have 90 of those, that's how many hours? 45 hours? The good news is that the good ones go fast. That's the blessing. And this is actually a fairly decent one. So, okay.
Do we find articles from the Opposing Viewpoint?
You can find it in Opposing Viewpoints. You can use Academic Search Complete. Have you only got one article right now? Good morning, New Deal. Oh wait, that's not my students anyway.
Well, can we use the one that we did?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah, that whole point was, I had somebody say, well, they said, do we have to use it? I said, no, you don't have to use the one you did the summary on. But you've done a summary, you know what's going on in that article. And I know some people have no clue what's going on in their articles because I read their summaries. But you've already spent that time on that, so you don't have to use the summary. You can use quotes from that article in your paper without any problems. Yeah, it's a source. So you've already got the citation done, hopefully correct. So that's part of it, was to help you with the research on this. So have you got yours where you can work on it?
I don't got a computer, but I can find it out. I know it's my influence.
Here's another copy of the rough outline. Will that help you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. And I don't think Lauren's going to make it. She has a flat tire. And she's waiting on AAA to come out and fix it. That's what happens when you're from Dallas. And her daddy couldn't fix the tires for her anyway. Her daddy he's handicapped with some kind of debilitating disease. So he wouldn't be able, he'd have to send somebody else to do it for her anyway, so. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just called my son and said, hey, you need to come and change my tire. My husband did hyperbaric oxygen chamber therapy this summer. He's diabetic and the circulation in his feet is horrible. And he has ulcers is what they call the wounds on his feet. And so to improve circulation, that's what hyperbaric oxygen chamber therapy will do, because it forces oxygen, which helps heal, down into your extremities. So he would sit in this, the lung machines they used to put people in to keep them from getting the bends when they've been underwater. He would sit in there for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and watch movies. And so I'm out, it's over by Tech. So I have a rec membership at Tech, so I go work out at Tech, and I'm coming back to get him, and I'm coming down Quaker, between Quaker and 4th and 19th, and the cops have stopped. There's been an accident, and so I'm in the lane, and so I get off, and all of a sudden I look behind me, there's a cop with this light's on behind me, so I pull in to Cardiovascular Associates, who happens to be my cardiologist, is in there, and the cop goes, ma'am, you have a screwdriver sticking out of your tire. You know where El Chico's is on off the access road on, yeah. I'm in the Heart Place is right next to that. And so, there's the butt of the screwdriver, the handle sticking this far out of my tire. How the heck did I get it in my tire? So I called my son and said, hey, you need to come change my tire for me. Because my husband, he can't drive, so. Good morning, New Deal. Today's a work day. Is that Mr. Rathburn sitting up there looking comfy? Sure is. Hey. So, it's a work day. That's what today is, to work on that rough outline. I was telling him I was so excited. Somebody in my 8 o'clock class asked me for some help doing research. Nobody else in any class has asked me for any help yet. So, and so I found 2 articles, one in one in opposing viewpoints and one in, the academic search complete form. So I went over and above. So if you are having trouble finding sources for yours, this is gonna be really hard to do on your phone. Do you have a computer? Okay, you are aware that there are labs in this building? Okay, so if you need to write, you can do that. Do you have your hard copy of the rough outline? Because that's all you have to have on next Tuesday. You're not gonna be here, right, Kel? You're heading home? You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so, again, you got those 3 extra days. They've gotta get it done and turned in by tomorrow. You guys can handwrite it out. Yeah, I will look at your handwritten documents on Tuesday, okay? So, and I actually, one of my 8 o'clock students, I registered her for winter interim. So, I'm so talented. Yeah. She's moving to Houston, I guess, in the middle of next semester. So she's trying to take as much as she can here. So we got her registered for somebody else, and I told her, I said, there are actually 2 options to take 1302. Have you heard about the interim? It's 3 weeks. Over the Christmas break, you can take 1302 online and complete it, but it's online. And so I put her in the easier teachers class. In my view, who would be the easiest? Not the best, you know, that's what you guys care about, so. Unlike all those lucky kids at the high schools, they're stuck with me next semester, so. And you are if you sign up for me, so. So, work on your outlines. If you need any articles, just send me an email. But it wouldn't be so bad, but I just said, you can use other articles off the internet. But if you wanna make an A, you gotta have 2 from SPC. That's just it. Or find a different frickin' topic. Oh wait, it's too late to do that, so, sorry, I can't get cranky about that. You just should have gone with the death penalty like I told you guys to do at the beginning. It's interesting, I've had about 5 people switch to the death penalty.
Miss Thompson?
So I'm looking for
Miss
questions.
Thompson?
Somebody talking to me?
It's me. Yes, me.
Hold up, let me go over here. Say it again.
Okay, do we have to use the same articles as our summary, or can we change our articles?
Okay. All right, here we go. Ideally, the summary was an article that you can use in the essay. You are not required to use it in the essay. But it was to help you get the research going, help you see what you've got to do. So you're not required to use it, because I'm not going to go back and check and see if you did it. All right? But if you can use it in any, and you don't have to use the summary. You can just lift quotes out of it. You can take ideas. You can take statistics out of it. And that counts as a source. Okay? Does that help?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, and also...
Yeah, it's, everything's a potential source. But to get the A, you have to have 2 quotes, one from different sources that are off of the SPC databases that I can find on your works cited.
Miss Thompson, I'm sorry.
I don't know what to choose for mine.
Miss Thompson?
Hold on, they're asking another question. Okay, I'll be right there. Yeah, say that again?
Do we have to email you the article if we change it?
No, you don't have to email them to me. God forbid, no, you don't have to. No, you're in college now, so it's your responsibility to make sure that the articles are legit. That's one reason why we do South Plains, why we use the databases, because it's already got that citation set up for you. Okay, let me come over, Alex. See what you need. I'm cold, no, sorry. I've got on the sweater and I'm still cold. Okay.
I'm gonna do the article that I chose first, and then I'm choose this one.
Okay. So that's your 2 articles, so you're good. You can also use, if you find something else on the internet,
Right,
that's an acceptable third source.
okay.
But if you have two articles quoted from SBC databases in your essay, you have the potential to earn that, okay? And just as a heads up, I graded a technical yesterday from the kids who had taken sophomore lit from me, and the kid had 13 use run-on errors in his essay, 13. He got a failing grade. You can't have 13 use run-on, you just can't, so. So I just want you to know that you're not behind them.
Yeah.
They're at the same level as you guys. I'll get out of messages in case anybody needs some help. So you're not limited to 2 sources. You can have more than 2 sources. You don't need 10. 5 might be too many, unless one of them's just a quick quote in the conclusion to kind of end the matter. But, let's see. I'm trying to think if we have, there's talk about there being computers that you guys can check out. But I don't know if they've done that yet, so. But I know this building has the computer labs you can use, and it's open until, as long as there's class going on here, those computer labs will be open. And are you in building 3 any? Yeah, you just, are you at the Lubbock campus any?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're just here
And Levelland.
in Levelland? Then there's a big technology over by the student center, you know where that is?
Yeah.
There's a big lab in there that you can use as well. And the advantage is when you're in there, Isaiah, you can actually save to documentation in there, and that is accessible at any campus. So long as you're on the SBC internet, you can get to it, and you can get to your documents. Or your other option is whatever you've got, you can always send yourself a course email in Blackboard and get your document that way, okay? And if you haven't noticed, I opened up course messages. It's now on the left-hand menu, so if you need to send me a message, it's a lot easier to get to, okay? They finally decided that they needed to provide communication access on the main menu of our new system. I'm gonna send an email and see if I can find out about that, okay? Oh, that was not what I meant to send, oops. I'll be right back, I'm gonna go. Oops. Yeah. Ah, okay, I'll go ask the question. I sent an email to the wrong person and they actually sent me a response. be right back. Isaiah, you can go in the library and check out the computer, okay?
Okay.
If you want to, all right? But, yeah, you have to fill out some paperwork, and obviously if something happens to it, you're in for it, but, you know? It's not often that your email gets you good a wrong email gets you good information, you know what I'm saying? So, particularly if you're just writing on it, you know, trying to get that done, that comes in handy, because you can always upload stuff when you get here. Use the internet here, so. 6-inch chili cheese conies are $1 today at Sonic, if you're hungry, okay.
Can you go?
Sure. No problem. I've actually, one of the students in my 8 o'clock class, let me look at hers, okay? You need to add the word many offenders. Okay. Many offenders. Many offenders repeat their crime. So, okay. Okay, so what has to go here? So, here's your thesis, okay, that's how you're doing it, all right. Physical, emotional, physical effects, bodily damage, okay. Have you got information on these areas yet?
That's what I'm gonna look into more.
Okay, okay. Emotional effects. And victims are commonly physical, emotional. It's gonna have to be physical and emotional effects, comma, and many cases go unreported, okay? And unreported rates. Okay, that looks good so far. And so your counter argument is, have you come across, you probably can find some stuff on the counter argument, but if not, let me know and we can look on Tuesday, okay? So yeah, if you don't have stuff on the counter argument, don't panic, just, you've got time, it's not due until December 6th. And then you're gonna see papers come flying out, and I hope you can read them when I get done. And work is okay with the babies? How many babies are there?
I have 10.
By yourself?
No.
Thank God. That's good. What are the ages?
My youngest is 2 months and my oldest is 9.
Okay. So that's a wide range of abilities. I mean, I am struck by, I've had this kitten this semester, and he went from having trouble just running, because he was still learning to use his body. Now he jumps up on the bathtub, falls into the bathtub, they are so much, they gain their physical ability so much more quickly than humans do.
Yeah.
It's, but at 9 months, you've got kids that can walk.
Not right now.
There are some that
Yeah.
can.
That's
Yeah.
fine, but
I had
we
a,
have 2 that just learned to sit up on their own in like a few weeks, so it's,
you look happy when you talk about it.
yeah.
That's good.
I don't know, it helps me like,
Chill.
yeah, I love babies. They're easy to take care of when they're right, 'cause I have to sometimes watch
Why do you think I teach? I only ever taught juniors and seniors and college. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes I have to watch 3-year-olds and,
That's like a madhouse. It's like it's like pure sugar, adrenaline rushing all over the place, yeah. I know, I made the mistake one time of volunteering to be with the 3 and 4-year-olds at Vacation Bible School.
yeah,
No. I love the fact that my grandchildren are 9 and up. You don't have to watch them so closely. But my son swears they're gonna have a kid. So, they've got one, Kane will be 11 in January, so, yeah.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, you're good to go. We're at 9:45, you guys can head. Hopefully you've got some work done. And just remember, you've got lots of time. So, if you feel like you're able to, I would say go check one out, okay? And if you don't, that's a decision that you've made, okay? But if they'll let you check one out, that would solve a lot of problems, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How does it
Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all Tuesday. All of y'all, right? So, because you're not going back to,
Yeah, well, I'm taking my girlfriend back down with me, so, and she wants to, she has class Tuesday anyway, so.
okay, Fort Worth? No, Georgetown. Fort Worth is Reed, who wasn't here today.
For insurance,
Okay.
I don't know if you want to definitely like state like all three of them.
Okay, that's okay. Look at your first sentence. You say the influence of steroids on high school athletes around the world is introduced by either their friends or idols. Instead of influence, it should be the use.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, influence is, like, me saying, hey, you need to change, that's influence, okay? Whereas it's the use in that instance. So that would be the first statement I'd say, is you need use, okay? Have a good weekend. So y'all, she's going with you to Georgetown?
Yes,
Oh.
we're in high school together, and
Oh, okay, so,
I'll take her back down.
okay. This weekend? No, you're both just gonna go together.
Yeah, like Tuesday night, we'll go down.
That's a trip. It's, what, 6 hours? Yeah, it's about 6 hours.
To get home, she wants to get on.
Oh, well, that's good. She'll have a week with her, okay? Oh, well, 5 days, okay? See you Tuesday, Kale. Teachers or parents should educate them about the dangers that come from using steroids. Okay, your thesis is, okay, you don't have a thesis with 3 parts. That's what you're missing, okay?
Because I was gonna talk about the idols, and then
Okay.
after the idols, I'm gonna be talking about
Or, let's talk about, instead of idols, call it poor role models. Yeah. From poor role models, which equals, famous athletes, right? Okay. So don't call them idols. Call them, the negative influence of, see how, now I'm trying to make it sound much more academic, right? Negative influence.
Your conference is scheduled to end in 2 minutes.
Poor role models, that's one of the problems. What's your second point? Let you look at it. Is it the physical harm?
Yes, the
Okay.
physical harm.
Okay. Causes physical harm. And C.
That's gonna be like the counter argument. Yes,
Okay, so you're only gonna have 2 main points on yours, that's fine, that is perfectly fine. It's like, I got a really good paper that only had 2 points on their character analysis, so, because you gotta hit that 600-word limit, so, okay. So you gotta talk about various models, which means you can go, this one, you can talk about the guys who have, gotten in trouble because of anger, and the abuse of those around them because of the steroid use. What was his name? What's the big football player? Oh, gosh, okay. Causes physical harm, and then this would be counter-argument. Okay, so that would be, 2, 3, and this is 4. So you're only gonna have 5 paragraphs then in your essay, and that's okay. And then, counter-argument and intro. Okay, so in other words, we need to work on getting that thesis statement out, okay? Conclusion. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
So it'll be something along the lines like, steroids. The use of steroids, should be banned because those, famous sports athletes, yeah, they may get in trouble, but they're making a lot of money, so they can handle it, whereas high school kids, So you knew a lot of people were using it?
Your conference is now over.
I have a couple
Goodbye.
friends.
Well, I'll be honest,